Eren, welcome to the lovely city of Ghent.
Yes, it's very lovely.
Is it your first time that you're visiting the city?
This is my, yes, we can say that it's my first time in Ghent, yes.
Okay. And have you already browsed around the little streets and...
Yes, the canals are wonderful, the castles are wonderful. There's this amazing historical texture in the city and I like it so much, really.
Okay. Is it different from Hannover?
It's different from Hannover, yes. Hannover is more with the buildings, but here it's more historical. I can feel the history here more than in Hannover.
But you're not here as a tourist, of course. You're part of the artistic committee of Europa Cantat Junior.
Yes.
So what is it that you do during this whole week of singing, workshops and fun, of course?
Yes, the fun part is always very good. And at the same time we have some kind of responsibilities, of course. We are responsible from the comfort of the atelier leaders, the choirs, the choir leaders, the choir conductors. So if there is any problem occurs during the rehearsals or the concerts, before concerts, after concerts, we have to be there and help them.
Do you get a chance to sing yourself because you're a vocalist as well?
Well, actually, I'm always singing in open singings. It's always amazing to sing in the open singings, especially with Tom Johnson. So yes, I'm singing here also, but I'm more here to listen this time.
Okay. Oh, lovely.
Yes.
And is it kind of like what you expected when you were a kid? Like I'm going into the more managing organizations for music?
No, I always had the feeling of working with people in a musical way. So musicianship was always more focused on my life, actually. I mean, that was my interest all the time.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, Eren, but you're one of those kids who really started early off playing music, singing. How old were you?
I started playing the piano when I was 7 years old, but singing is actually a little bit later because I met the choirs in a very official way when I was in university. So it was like a student choir. The conductor was our friend, also a student from the school. So after 2 years, I became the conductor and just realized that actually choirs are one of the best things that could ever happen to me. So I just chased my dreams. And after graduating from my bachelor's degree, I had my music theory master's at first place, and then it was not enough. I'm making my second master's in Hannover for children's and youth choirs conducting.
Okay, and what is so specific about this subject in Hannover? What is kind of the practice that you learned there?
Yes, it's actually a choral conducting department, but it's more focusing on the pedagogical aspects of working with children and youth choirs. So the methodologies are different, the way that you are dealing with the voice is different, but at the same time we have so many common classes with the choral conducting students also. So it's, how can I put it? It's like a more pedagogical way of choral conducting. We can say it like that, yes. Okay.
You already mentioned that at university you conducted your own choir. Choir, which you also created, I guess, Folia Chorale.
Yeah, aww.
It sounds like a bold move, a very bold move to have your own choir.
Yes, it was. It actually started as a project because I was starting my choral conducting studies in a certificate program in Istanbul. And I decided to gather with my friends, and if they want to sing, okay. If I want to conduct, okay. So let's come together and have this kind of choir. And for 2.5 years, we worked together with my dearest friends, and we actually had a very nice international project at the end of the choir project, let's say, because it only lasted for 2.5 years.
What kind of music did you sing?
We were singing classical music mostly and contemporary music also. Actually, I'm very proud of us, thinking that we were very courageous to do these hard pieces. It was not the best performances, of course, because all of my friends were coming from other departments. We were not musicians professionally or not educated in musicianship. But we managed to do it, and it was a very nice period of my life, and I miss it a lot. Yeah.
Tell me, how is the choral tradition in Turkey? Is it big? What is happening there?
I miss my country so much. Yes, actually, for the last 20 years, choral conducting, singing in a choir is a very rising trend in our country. And actually this year, 2023, we held the World Choral Symposium in Istanbul. It was one of the biggest, most spectacular organizations, I think, in Istanbul. Not only in choral area, but in other cultural areas also, because there were lots of participants coming from all over the world. And the organization, for me, I was not in the organization team. I was able to observe them from outside, but of course they are my dear friends. It was spectacular, extraordinary, and this actually helped the growing choral society even getting bigger for us. So right now there are lots of people who knows which choirs are very famous, because now we have famous choirs in Turkey, and it's amazing for us. We like it so much, not in national wise, but international wise. They are known, and it makes me very proud. So yes, right now it's still raising. We have lots of things to do, and we are very excited about it. But still, we are in a very perfect level, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it's very strange that it only happened in the last 20 years, this big explosion of choral music. It wasn't a thing.
Yes, because yes, it's actually a little bit complicated process for us. We had lots of wonderful choirs in the past, and also still we have, but it was not very spread around the young people to sing. Especially singing in a choir was a little bit boring, in quotations, I must say. And now people are discovering how fun it is to sing in a choir, and how good to be in harmony with other people coming from other places, other cultural backgrounds, other economical backgrounds. So it's the perfect thing for us. I don't know. I cannot be so objective about this subject.
Yeah, but what about repertoire? Is it like classical Turkish music, or is there also choirs who sing European classical music?
Well, actually, classical Turkish music is something different for us. It's only one voice, and it has lots of commas in it. So it's something different, but we are already having lots of composers who are composing in Western styles, our folk music. So it's actually very inspiring for the choir singers, also for the composers, of course. We have also contemporary pieces, independent from the folk music of Turkey, just coming from the hearts of the composers. So yes, that's it.
Okay, there's a lot of work to be done in Turkey.
Yes, and we are very excited about it, actually.
In a general way, how different is it from working with children and working with adult singers?
Children are definitely more honest. If they are bored, you can just see it in their faces, and you have to do something about it, or they will sleep, or they will leave, or they will ask to go to the bathroom. They have their own tricks, like very innocent tricks that they think that we don't understand it, but it's so obvious right there.
And at the end of the day, what makes it so fulfilling for you to work with children?
I love children. Not just because they are the future of our generation. No, this was never my intention or my motivation. But I think it's important for them to learn how to express their feelings, and music is actually a very nice tool for them to be able to express their feelings. So it's very important for me to see this child growing up in a very conscious way, not in a happy way, because you don't have to be happy all the time. They have to know what is sadness, what is disappointment, yes. So singing in a choir actually enables the children to know these different kinds of emotions and how to deal with them. So when I see this happening through these processes, this is just perfect. And of course their voices, we call it white voices, the children's voices, totally different than the adults singing, of course. And when they're singing in the very correct way, the sound is angelic. So I like it so much too. That's the most satisfying thing for me, I think, yeah.
I hope you can enjoy a lot of angelic sounds for
the
upcoming years. Eren, thank you so much for being here, and enjoy your stay in Ghent.
Yes.
See you next time.
Thank you. you.